Hello my friends, welcome to another watercolor tutorial. We are painting something inspired by Joanne Gray 75. I randomly saw this pop up and I thought it was so moody and gorgeous and just made me feel some type of way, so I wanted to try and paint it. We'll see how that actually ends up working. But what she has is, she seems to have like this patch of tinted water as I'm trying to paint here. We'll see if it actually works. And actually, I am going to paint the whole page because it's not gonna look nice if I don't. I can already tell. It'll look very juvenile. So I'm just tinting the entire page. Okay. And so what she has is like this pine tree blob, and it's so beautiful. It looks very effortless. I'm sure it was for her. But it's probably not going to be for me. So I have painted two lines that kind of meet in the center here, and I should have left like a white patch here, like with no water, nothing on it, but it's hindsight. And actually I'm gonna have this extending all the way to the end. We're using black primarily here. And initially I'm just kind of wisping up some of that black upwards. And I'm going to have that on this end as well. And I wish I had, oh, I do have a spray bottle, but it kind of puts out a massive spray, and I don't want it to, since this piece of paper is so tiny. We do want to keep this very black though, like I want the black to be black, to make it very dramatic looking. So I am just adding a little bit more black to it. But I do want to add like rocks or something, like a navy color, like so, down below here. And that is why I wanted that white gap, but I didn't have the foresight to think about that. Okay, so I'm tempted to let this dry, but in the same token, sorry? Okay, one moment. I have to feed my child. We'll see how fast I can finish this. So I'm using just a liner brush here to paint these vertical, very hairline, thin vertical lines, and then creating evergreens from that. And I'm surprised that they're actually holding their shape, I guess I could call it, because a lot of the times it'll fade into this blob-like structure. So I'm very happy so far that it's holding its shape. It's maintaining it, the little branches and whatnot. I need to refine the process of how I paint pine trees because I've done it so much that I feel like I've lost my pine tree touch. And some of your lines that go upwards, they don't have to end in a tree. Like you can just have some fading upwards. I don't want to rush this, but in the same token, I have to feed my baby. But this is something that you can't kind of leave it because it'll dry and then I can't have the same kind of misty effect. We'll see what this ends up looking like. I just want to say that I have the best husband that one can have. That is one thing that I don't compare to other people because I think I have the best husband ever. I am so lucky. Like I compare a lot of other things to people like most people do. They compare. But not my relationship. That is... We frequently talk about how lucky we are to have met each other because things that I read online, people are not as fortunate. And even now, he's like taking care of my daughter, or our daughter, sorry, while I paint. And he does so every weekend so that I could have time for myself since I stay home with her. He's amazing. I kind of wish I didn't add all of these trees because I think it's a little too much. I look at this and then I look at the original painting and the original is so much nicer. I do want to add more black because it faded. I think I might just like splatter it on. Okay, that's not exactly what I wanted. Because that made it look dirty instead of intentional. I'm gonna paint some hairline lines coming from this random black blotch that I painted. It could be reeds growing or something. Just everything else is very blurred out. Whoops. So I want to add some finer details. I'm tempted to add something else to this, like a deciduous tree. And that's what I'm going to do. I think I should have waited until the background dried completely, because you can see that it's starting to bleed in the places that it wasn't completely dry. But that is kind of an ongoing thing that I fight in my paintings, is my impatience to wait for the background to dry. But I think I'm gonna leave it there, because I don't know how I feel about this one. I look at it and it looks really dirty and just out of place, but I'm gonna go feed my child and come back to it, take another look. But otherwise, we're gonna finish here. I might add something later, but if I do, I will film it. If I don't, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, comment what you think. I'm looking at the time, it only took 12 minutes. So let me know what you guys think about this one. And I will see you in the next tutorial.